And a very good morning to the Gelding and an overcast day in Melbourne. Well, certainly in outer Melbourne, or much outer Melbourne where I am. How is it in the leafy suburbs of Caulfield, Gelding?
Oh, Professor, probably sitting here a couple of Ks off the winning post. A nice blue sky outside, no wind. Looks like it could be a very, very nice day, Professor.
Well, excellent for racing, Gelding. Races at Caulfield today. The track at the moment is a soft 5. I see that showers are expected late afternoon, so hopefully that won't affect the racing. The rail out 12 metres, which is a long way for the rail to be out, Gelding.
Professor, they're coming down the grandstand, aren't they? Soon they'll be out in Station Street. They'll have the fence out that wide, but a lot of racing at Caulfield in the last couple of weeks, Professor. 5 meetings out of the last 6 weeks. So, yeah, Flemington and Moonee Valley must be very well rested, Professor.
Yes, there seems to have been a interest in giving more races to Caulfield at around this time of the season. Yeah,
very strange. Rather than, you've got Sandown out there that they can use. You've also got, Moonee Valley. Interesting. But we'll see what happens, Professor.
All right, Gelding. Just recapping last week, very successful day for GM Racing and the Gelding and the Professor. 2 winners and 2 placings from 4 selections. And I think the all-up place bet getting up. So rather handy day on the punt.
Yes, the all-up place bet getting up, Professor. We're probably a bit stiff in some of those placings. There was only not much in one of them. So, yeah, good to have a winning day. So
hopefully we can keep it going today.
Hope our followers got on board, Professor.
Well, I'm sure David from Morty Alec was floating around there.
Surely he can buy the pour and rolls next time we go for Chinese, can't he? He's pocketed a bit of money from us, hasn't he?
We'll keep our fingers crossed for that, Gelding. All right, yeah. What are your 2 red hot tips for today's races?
Well, Professor, as I said, these meetings at Caulfield, off-season horses, so good jockeys certainly come to the forefront, and good horses are there. So look, I can't get off the Jamie Carr bandwagon, Professor, at the moment. With all the other jockeys probably over in South Australia and that, I like some of the rides today. And the first one I'm going for, look, what I'll say to the punters is these ones may be short, but you're better off maybe parlaying them and things like that to look for some value, Professor. But the first one's race 2, number 10, Excel Man. This is a horse that ran second at Caulfield when Damien Oliver was aboard. Got back, was 14th round the at the 1200 metre mark, so got a long way back and was flashing home. Jamie Carr on board, hopefully can get it in a better position, and I think maybe too strong in the 2000 metre race at 12:30, Professor.
Well, we hope that that's an excellent start to the day. Gelding, what's your second tip?
Well, this may be the horse of the meeting, Professor. Probably will be short. Race 9, number 4, Arton, trained by Mick Price, and Kent has had 2 starts for 2 wins. It's won convincingly in December on Boxing Day at Caulfield, Professor, quite easily by just on 2 lengths, presuming. So they've obviously got some big thoughts for it. So look at Jamie Carr on board, Price, Kent, Caulfield, 2 wins, 2 starts. I had a trial at Echuca and won quite easily. Maybe the horse of the meeting will be short, but as we always say, Professor, small fish sometimes are very sweet.
Yes, Gelding, I think you're right with that. And Mick Price, former trainer for both you and I.
Yes, he's had a few of our horses. Very sociable, Michael, isn't he?
No, I haven't found that.
Bit of sarcasm, do you think, Professor?
Not as sociable as you and I, Gelding.
Certainly, yes, exactly.
All right.
What do you like, Professor?
Yeah, my two, Gelding, couldn't go past race 4, which is a benchmark 78 over 1,200 metres, the Ian Miller handicap. I like horse 9, Pintoff, from barrier 5. 6 starts for 3 wins and a placing, so got a win percentage of 50%, a place percentage of 67%. You can't go past that. Jamie Carr's aboard, one of our favourite riders of the moment. Won its last race at Stawell and has won over the distance, so ticks a few filters for us. Interestingly, Richard Cully, the trainer, hadn't heard much of Richard Cully, so I did a little bit of investigation.
South Australian trainer?
Sorry?
A South Australian trainer?
Well, currently training out of Ballarat.
Yeah. I saw the Ballarat there, but I would have said he's cut his teeth in South Australian racing.
Yeah, but only 6 horses in work at the moment. So
okay,
I'm looking at that and thinking, well, Pintoff seems to be the best horse at the moment, so hopefully it will go well today. Even though he's only got a small stable at the moment, Gelding, he's got a career 15% win rate, which is not bad for a small trainer.
Not bad, and to get the services of Jamie Carr, obviously maybe a South Australian connection there, but drawn well, Professor. Good last start win, top jockey.
There's a lot going for it. I think the threat, Gelding's horse 10, Platini.
Yeah, I was going to say Platini, a good 4th last start at Caulfield, beaten under a length, was right there in the finish. But no, I like your tip. Pintoff, do we call it, Professor, or Pintoff?
Pintoff. Well,
Pintoff. Well, it's by Toorak Toff, so we'll go Pintoff, eh?
Pintoff, yeah. Toorak Toff was the sire, that's right. Who we've followed and bet on before.
Yes, very good horse, Toorak Toff. And by the mare Pins Ahoy. So yeah, we'll go Pintoff. Using a bit of the mare and the stallion there, Professor.
Correct. All right, Gelding, my second choice was a difficult one, and you and I spent a lot of time discussing it before we went on air this morning. I was torn between race 5 and race 6. After getting some expert advice from you, Gelding, I've decided to go with race 5.
Jesus, I'm on a hiding to nothing here, Professor, aren't I? I think I'm being set up.
Race
for 5 discussion later on in the bar.
Yeah, exactly. Race 5, the open 1,600 metre JRA handicap. Horse 5, Mr. Exclusive, out of barrier 7. Had 24 starts for only 3 wins and 7 placings, but won at the track. It was a winner at its last start, won over the distance, won on a soft track, which it'll be today. So, and its main threat, which I think is Legionnaire, it meets 4 kilograms better, and it beat Legionnaire on the 24th of April. So I'm thinking that Mr. Exclusive with Bo Mertens aboard. You know how I look at career win rate and the last 50. Bo Mertens is going to have to reverse a trend here. Over his last 50, he's got a 2% win rate.
Yes. Look, when he came out of his apprenticeship, Bo Mertens was right on top. In fact, was contesting for the jockeys, the Victorian Jockeys Championship at his last year. He was with Mick Kent down at Cranbourne, but his dad's Peter Mertens, a very, very good city jockey, but a champion known as the champion of Gippsland. But Bo's just kind of gone off the map a little bit at the moment. But Professor, I will say in the last couple of months has been riding quite well around the country, so hopefully he hits it back. I do like your tip because, well, there's a favourite, an odds-on favourite, $1.85, Holby End, Professor, in this race. Yeah, very good horse. You'd love to own it. Last 4 starts, it's been placed in the city, second, third, but just seems to find one a bit better. And I hope you'll found it in Mr. Exclusive at round about the $6, Professor.
Yes.
Just seems to me a bit of bet. A horse that won last start at Caulfield, rather than taking on a $1.80. And as you said, Legionnaire will be right there. But, it meets at 3K better off. So, yeah, I like it, Professor.
And just for the punters, the other horse that I was tossing up was in race 6, the Thomas North Handicap over 1,100 metres, an open race. Horse 6, Gelding, Streetcar Stranger, 13 starts for 4 wins and 5 placings. 31% win rate, 69% place rate. It's got the brilliant Jamie Carr aboard and trained by David Jolly out of Goolwa in South Australia, and it's out of Stratum. So,
yes, we've had a Stratum, Professor.
Yes, we have.
Yes,
we have.
Danish Rock. Yeah. Oh, look, Professor, I'm looking at him, and should we all go Jamie Carr, or I don't know. Anyway. I'm sure this is going to come and haunt me about 5 o'clock, Professor.
Anyway, that's just for the punters. That was what I was wringing my hands over. Now, Gelding, we haven't had a chance to discuss the Professor's parlay today. Do I take it from your comments that I was listening to very carefully earlier that you believe the bet of the day's race 9, horse 4, Ayrton?
Oh, I think so, Professor.
All right.
I'll be very disappointed if that horse doesn't win quite comfortably. Yeah, it's going to be better. What's the race that's in today? It's one at Caulfield. It's a 3-year-old race. This is potentially a group horse, I think, Professor. So I'm sure they've got it. They've got bigger things, maybe up at Queensland in a couple of months. So, so let's hope it starts off with a win.
Okay. So the Professor's parlay, race 9, horse 4, Ayrton.
Yep.
We'll go for the NRL, the Raiders, currently 9th on the table, to defeat the Newcastle Knights, who are going through a pretty poor run of form. The Raiders have been unlucky, and playing at home, I think they'll be too good for the Knights. I've checked that with Paul Daligan, and he's given it the sign off.
Oh, so, well, was he talking?
Started to call him the kiss of death.
Well, after did he tip the Rabbitohs to beat the Storm on Thursday?
Yes, I think he did.
Yes, and what was the score on there?
50-0.
Yeah. A form analyst's worst nightmare.
I think so. We'll parlay that into the Premier League, Gelding. Liverpool to defeat Southampton. Liverpool currently 7th with a goal difference of +16. Southampton 16th with not much to play for. Tomorrow morning, our time, goal difference of -18. So I think that's currently showing 4-1. And I'm giving an alternate Professor's parlay today.
Oh, yeah.
Race 5, horse 5, Mr. Exclusive.
Yeah.
Raiders to beat the Knights into Liverpool to beat Southampton. That's currently showing 12-1, Gelding.
Oh, beautiful.
So I'm going to take both of those today.
All right, Professor. I'll put the parlays on and put our bets on.
All right, Gelding. Well, Sports Fan Radio.
Hopefully see you later on in the day.
Yes, you will. But Sports Fan Radio tomorrow, Mother's Day, the special Mother's Day edition. Unfortunately, Gelding, you have prior commitments, so you can't make it. But
yes, sorry about that, Professor.
Daligan, Cooter and Dan Butley and I will be getting together to have a chat about what's been making news in sport. So we'll be looking to get forward to that tomorrow. And until next Saturday, it's good luck.
And good punting.